It also has a feel of Bitcoin mining about it, where you're bringing your hardware and your compute to secure the ledger, and which you get rewarded for it. Here, we're going to be different people bringing different aspects to it, whether it's data, whether it's compute, whether it's inference, all of these things, right?
Well, I'm so happy that you brought up that example, because take a step back. Today, there's annually there's about $12 billion of Bitcoin that gets emitted annually to the miners, and that $12 billion is being spent to secure the Bitcoin network, which is great, super important. Does it need to be $12 billion? Probably not, but it is. Bittensor is instead taking those economics and using it as an incentive to pay the providers of the compute, the owners of the models, the owners of the data, to
the network infrastructure, as it were.
Exactly. And
today decentralized.
And so today at the current Tau price, it's about $500 million that is up for grabs in Tau, that's made available to all of these different stakeholders. And so as the price of Tau goes up, that 500 million becomes $1 billion, becomes $5 billion, becomes $10 billion. And all of a sudden you're talking about real money to create this amazing incentive for whether you're a large enterprise or you're a grad student, at night, in your dorm, trying to figure out how best you can contribute to the Bittensor network. It's a very powerful concept.
Is it so decentralized that it's impossible to go to, let's say, universities and use their compute, or for them to use this network as a way of accessing intelligence? How does that process work of bringing people in outside of word of mouth from one geek to another in AI?
So there's no company behind Bittensor. There's no
foundation. There's nothing.
There's a foundation that is mainly focused on building kind of the right doing the core code, but the foundation is the process of basically being dismantled to make it fully decentralized. So what you have is like all the listings that have happened for Tau, like every place that Tau has been listed has been done, either because the exchange recognizes, hey, this is an asset we want to trade, or there's somebody who has basically called, the head of listings at these exchanges every day saying, list Tau, list Tau, list Tau, as opposed to, hey, writing a bunch of checks to kind of have something listed. And so you have the community that's driving this forward. But to answer your question, each one of these subnets, each one of these 88 subnets, there is a team behind it whose sole job is to, okay, I'm going to launch a subnet to create some kind of intelligence that is going to basically be commoditized, not commoditized, but like monetizable. And then it's their job to then figure out, okay, who is my end customer? So that's the output. And then they also want to make sure that if you have the ability to compete, if you are somebody who has the excess compute or the data, they need to make sure that that party knows that, hey, here is a subnet that you could compete on and get paid to do it. So all of that excess compute, all of that stranded data, all of the models that are being developed and tested, Bittensor is a place where today you could go there and start to monetize it. Of course, you're getting Tau, but it creates this flywheel effect where you have this entire community that is, like I said, arm in arm, trying to build better subnets, create better intelligence, monetize that intelligence, and drive this world wide web of intelligence forward.
Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end. Look, if you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button and check out the video here on the right-hand side. I'm sure you'll enjoy that one as well. And if you're ready for more, go to realvision.com/join. I'll see you there.